made it. Hey, what's up, guys? So it's been 2 weeks since I bought this computer right here for 500 bucks, and I said I was gonna flip it into 2 computers, and I'm gonna show you how I did that. So let's do it. All right, so here is the computer I bought. It's a ViperTech, got it for $500. It's got a 3060 12 gig, a 512 gig SSD that I found underneath the graphics card, which is kind of a weird spot. It's got 1 stick of 16 gig DDR4, the ugliest air cooler I've ever seen, and some terrible RGB fans that have Molex connectors. Did have a nice power supply, 700 watt, but a lot of people online said that these ViperTech power supplies aren't that good. So what I'll do is I will take this case, leave the power supply in it, and I really just hate the look of this motherboard. So I may use it somewhere else. This 1 stick of 16 gig RAM, I don't know what I'll do with it. I'll keep it, maybe use it for something, but I'll probably end up putting 2 sticks of 2 8 gig sticks instead, so at least it'll be dual channel. But anyways, that's enough with this one. All I really need out of this whole build though is going to be the 3060 12 gig, which is a nice card, and I'm also going to need the CPU with this, which is a 5600 XD, which isn't the greatest CPU, but it's really not that bad considering what some of these budget builds you'll find, what you'll find in there. So it's gonna work good because I did go to Micro Center today and I got a case. I actually ordered a micro ATX case, but it was gonna be 2 weeks for it's delivered, so I still have it coming. But in the meantime, I just went to Micro Center today and I got this Montex Sky 2, which is like the meta for flipping PCs. This particular case, it's not micro ATX, but I still think it's gonna look better, a lot better than what we got going on here. And I got a new motherboard to put in it. I got some RAM. I got a terabyte SSD, new power supply, and yeah, so we're gonna get it going. Okay, so first things first, I'm gonna get inside this other one I got. I'll set that down right there. And we're gonna start taking all the goodies out. So we'll remove this first, then we'll get the CPU and put the cooler back. I probably have like a little plastic deal I can put in there to keep the pins from getting tore up. I don't know if I should put the cooler back on without CPU in there. Or actually, I think I have an old CPU that I can put in there. So, okay. Go ahead and get these screws out right here. Put those right back in. I think this glass comes off, but I can't be bothered. You know what I mean? What a terrible way they ran this cable. Just stuffed into the motherboard. Let go. And got that off. And should be a clip. That is the weirdest clip. Did you see that?
Yeah.
It like slides in. That's so weird. Okay. There we go. There we go. You know, it actually looks a lot better when it's out than it did like in there like that. It looked pretty cheesy. But it is a cheesy little card, but you can see right there. It is, where's it at? I don't know if you can see that. It's a 12 gig 3060. So it's the meta. We'll sit there. And now I need to remove the CPU. God, they had these way tight. I'll never put them that tight. This one probably has a back plate. Yeah, did you hear it fall?
Yeah.
So whenever you're taking these out and they've been in there for a while, which I don't know how long this has been in here. It's kind of a new bit system or whatever. We'll plug this and we'll just twist it. Twist it and break that thermal paste. Here we go. Now we'll see if we actually got what we were told we had. That is a 5600G. Cool. So we didn't get ripped off. Oh, babe. All right, now here is our new motherboard, which is going to look a lot better than that Viper Tech brand. This is a Gigabyte B550M. So it's got a nice heat sink right here, which I don't know if this little micro ATX board it really needs it, but it's got it. That's pretty cool. So it's also got Wi-Fi, and it's got a decent amount. It's actually got pretty good stuff back here. It came with the IO shield too, which is great because I did get this one used off Amazon for 70 bucks, which is pretty cool. But you know, when you get, if you're gonna buy stuff used, if you go to eBay, I've noticed that usually it's only like $10 cheaper than what you could get it brand new, because eBay to me is crazy. I know a lot of people online like get really good deals. I don't get good deals. I've got a motherboard there that's broke that I ordered that I bought as is. So I can't send it back, and that cost me $100. And I also bought some RAM from there that didn't work. So I'd much rather buy it from Amazon, just me personally. Even if you're gonna buy used, because at least this is like factory refurbished or whatever, and they check it, so you know that it's gonna work. And if it doesn't work, Amazon's got a pretty good return policy, unlike just buying from some random dude. But if you get a good deal, you get a good deal. So maybe it's just my bad luck. But anyways, let's put this thing together. Okay, I got the RAM in, so it's looking good. Customer wants red and black theme, so I got this kit of red T-Force for like 30 bucks, and I got these red power extensions, cable extensions, sorry, for 20 bucks too. So ought to be pretty red and black when we get done. So I was about to put the SSD in, and I don't know how that works. That is weird. He's a weird dude. Does it just like go underneath it? I don't know. I'm gonna have to Google it. Okay, so I figured it out. You basically just pull this up, and it's got a little pin that goes down in that hole, and that's what holds it. I don't like that. I like the screw. I don't know why we're trying to reinvent the wheel here at Gigabyte. I don't necessarily like that, but anyways, that's how you do it. All right, got her in there. Okay, so I got the CPU installed, and now I got to get ready for the cooler I bought, which is somewhere over here. Where did I put that cooler? Okay, found the cooler. And this is the one I bought. Now, I know there's a lot of arguments against like an AIO all-in-one liquid cooler for a budget build. But these ones right here are only 50 bucks and they look pretty clean, so I like them. Okay, so to mount the cooler, you get one of these old school deals, which kind of hook on here and it goes on this thing right here. So I haven't seen one of those in a while. Usually they take all this off and go with a different style, but this one doesn't have that. Like usually you'll have one that's like adjustable or whatever, or it'll look a little different, but hey, if it works, it works. All right, so now let's look at this case. Got the Montex guy too, which is like the meta flip build because it's cheap. It's cheap. That's why they use it, because it's cheap. Don't let them lie to you. But it's got 3 fans, 3 RGB fans already installed. These are actually like reverse intake fans, so they are going to suck in from the back of the case and blow it out through the front. So that's actually pretty cool, and I think our motherboard's going to look pretty good in there as far as the size goes. So I'm going to go all the way to the bottom, but it being a darker board against like this black background, I think it's going to help it out a lot. And once we get the graphics card in there, the red cable extensions, and the cooler in there, I think it's not going to be necessarily a full case, but it's going to be a fuller case than what we had. And it's going to make those pictures pop, and it's going to make it sell faster. So I guess now I got to put the stuff in it. Man, you know what? This case is really nice now that I got it open. Look, it's got grommets right here. It's got grommets in the back. It's got a cool little tag. This thing's freaking sweet. This thing came with an extra fan. That's awesome. I've never seen a case just come with just an extra fan in a box. That's awesome. All right, got the board in, looking pretty good. I did remember to put the IO shield in. Always remember to do that, because if you don't, at the very end, you gotta take all this stuff back out. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and hook up the power supply next, and then I'll do the front IO. All right.
And I'm sitting there.